What up, y'all? It's Chris Weathers, aka Shorty C94, back at you again with yet another Shorty Sneaker Conversations. I'm so excited about this episode. Let's see if we can get our guest. We've invited our guest. Hopefully he'll be along soon. What's up, O'Shea? Getting started in a little bit. Get started in just a minute. You copped anything lately? Damn. All right. You ready?
Do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Right?
I just can't see you.
Let me see. Oh,
Okay, now I need
oh.
to see you.
I can't.
I can
Right.
see your TV.
I had to. Yeah, I
Look
gotta switch
around.
it. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? I had to flip my screen.
Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good, man. Welcome, everybody. What up, Ink and Money? Well, Diversified Soul. It's good to be with you again, my brother.
Hey. How you be, OG Clevelander?
Oh, man, I wish I was in Cleveland right now. I wish I was at your house and we was about to go to Uptown Cheapskate on Mayfield.
Man, I was planning on going. When I got off the phone with you, I originally was supposed to go to Mayfield, but I just missed the bus, so I just turned around and walked to Coventry. I was like, yeah, fuck it. I go to Coventry, bought a London fog trench coat and a big ass flannel and 2 video games.
Okay, that's a good one. Hey, you inspired me to do some thrifting too, because I've been Ubering and Lyfting all morning, so I figured I'd treat myself. I found a pair of sport blue sixes at the Goodwill.
See, I don't find shit when I go to the Goodwill, it's all trash.
It's not always this way.
My way it is. It's like, man, what the fuck is nah. I was in the Goodwill and they put a Goodwill on Cedar over where Chipotle and all that is at. It's in the back though. Trash. Straight garbage.
What up, Aaron?
Huh?
Now, I was just saying hello to Aaron. I've only been to that one once. Me, my mother, and my sister went Christmas of 20. Not Christmas. It was April of last year. It was the first time I went. The only thing they had in there was they had the St. Patrick's Day 33 highs, but they were fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, I would have fucked with them. I feel like
Ewing.
you would have too.
Oh, Ewing.
Yeah, the 30. Yeah, the Ewings. But they were the same.
Thinking like the Jordan 33s.
Oh, nah, my bad. I figured you know, so I said 33 high.
my mind is my mind is catching up.
Now, you know I'm a Jordan guy, but come on, Jordan 33s. Let's see the shoes, selfish ass. Aaron in here hating. So I do need to clean them up, but I did find these.
That's what's up.
And since y'all know I'm not capping, y'all see that Goodwill tag? They were $30.
That? Rookies?
Hey, you never know. Some people will be like, man, you ain't really finding shoes for no $30. You know. Now I have to clean the toe.
Yeah.
But since my pair of these I had from when we were at Next is somewhere in storage, I figured I just
Yeah,
have a
why
pair here.
not? Why not?
What's up, J Van? What's up, Hope the Great? What's up, Rochelle? Wow, Rochelle, that's something special I got to tell you about her, boy. Anyway, um, thanks, Aaron.
That's
All
what's
right,
up.
man. So before we get started, and before I even start with my preliminary question, I really want to say that I appreciate you, and you know, I've already apologized to you, but I feel like I should do it on air as
Yeah,
well. Sorry for being an
yeah,
asshole.
terrible.
Don't say
Yeah,
yeah. You was an asshole too,
hey,
but
me being an asshole is my reaction.
oh,
My
so that
and
makes you
in the
feel.
beginning, all I wanted to do was see my friend.
I know, and I was wrong for that, bro,
No,
and I am
no
sorry. So
pause.
yeah, nah, that fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm glad we've been able to work that out. It's next Coventry, back alive, Nike or die.
Yes.
You know, y'all will be seeing that. But yeah, man, you inspired this. I wasn't even gonna go to no thrift or nothing, but I
You normally
appreciate you
thrift
accepting my
anyway,
apology.
don't you?
Not like,
Oh, not like when you was
nah,
here.
man. We'll get into that. It's not like that down here, man. It's furniture everywhere. It's not a lot of, I mean, it's Plato's Closet and Avalon. Well, it ain't no Avalons down here. It's Uptown Cheapskates and Plato's, but the thrift stores ain't
Oh,
like it
really?
there, bro.
Oh.
It's one of the things I miss the most about Cleveland is the thrifting.
Yeah, I damn sure would have thought they'd have had like at least maybe better thrifting or more thrift stores down there.
It's more thrift stores, but they're not better because it's like 3 furniture manufacturers in
Mm.
this area. So a lot of it is just furniture or women's clothes.
Oh,
And it's gonna be women's stuff outnumbering the men's stuff, no matter what the
well,
thrift store
yeah,
is.
but damn, nothing. Like,
I ain't gonna say nothing. I found some shit, but not like I would find. There are no Savers level stores down here or
I need to
Value World
go to.
or
I've never been to Savers and I've never been to Value World.
well, look, if you don't make it there, when I come up there in April, yes, Aaron, I'm coming up there in April. What's up? What's up, Montana? 2 times. It's my dude. One of fresh dudes I used to see at Next. Shout out to him. Yeah, so we'll go.
Yeah,
We'll go. It's gonna be
Savers.
fun.
Where is Savers at? The only one I know of is on the
So
west side.
there are 2 on the west side. There's one like near Parma. There's one near Brook Park, but there's one on the east side on Lakeshore. It's Lakeshore and 305th.
Oh, I
It's like
may have seen that one, but I've
right.
never been. I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna go to
Yeah,
Lakeshore on
it's
my
down the street
vacation.
from
It's been a
where.
while.
Yeah, it's from where Euclid turns into East
Yeah.
Lake.
Okay then.
You know, cool around my 52nd. Aaron, it's gonna be at the end of April. It would have been then, but I'm gonna see you that month, bro. I'll be up there. I had to look out for coworkers that needed time off. So, we'll get later.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Management life, man.
yeah. All right. So I always ask my guests, what's the most important thing you've been able to take from the world since the pandemic started?
Take from the world.
Yeah, like what's the message you got, or what's the thing you've been able to
Oh,
take from when we were locked down? Because you and I was hanging out tough right before the shutdown. We hung out like 3 or 4
yeah.
times. Remember we went over to the flower, the shit on the west side, and
Oh,
remember I found those
Flower
Yeezys.
Child.
Yeah, remember I found them Yeezys.
Yeah. We found those when we left Flower Child and we went to that other thrift. I think it was a Goodwill. And it was around the place where I
Yeah,
used to stay on the west side. And I kept
yeah,
telling you, like, yo, man, get them. Them bitches look real to me. They don't look fake. Everything looked all the way official.
nah, they
Yeah.
were real. They were real. I was thinking about keeping them here at the apartment, but I usually just keep Converse here. I mean, this is one of few that'd be here that aren't
Oh,
Converse, but um, that was. Remember, you went with me. I sold all of those. They were like Isaac's shoes. He couldn't fit anymore. I sold all of them to Zeke
yeah.
Sneaks.
And I got some.
Yeah, yeah.
I took a pair. I took a pair of. I don't know what pair. I took a pair, like 2 pairs of Jordans. there and got, I forgot what sneaker I got out of there. But I did get a shoe. I forget what shoe it was.
I remember you getting a shoe as well. I wanted to, but
Was it a 5?
you know.
No, I don't think it was.
I think it was a Jordan. I remember it being a
It
Jordan. I
probably
can't remember
was,
what.
but yeah, I don't know
The
which one.
Blacksmith 3?
Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
It was something
I don't
like
know
that.
why I'm sitting here thinking Bel Air 5s. I got those from Highland. I got those from Highland Throwbacks.
Oh, I need to go there. See, I haven't been there.
Yes.
What's up, everybody joining?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, but what you been able? What message did you get out of us all being locked down and whatnot?
I wasn't locked down. I was not locked down. I work in a grocery store, so I was an essential.
Oh yeah, y'all
I
was
was
still
an
open.
essential. I was going to work. I was just looking like, I know I love all this peace and quiet on the streets. So I can get on the bus. No one's on there. I'm the only one on there. I bought a lot of shit. I bought a lot of shit because I thought if I catch it, I'm gonna have a lot of shit to do in the house. I bought I bought a Dreamcast, a Super Nintendo, and an OG Xbox, and a shit ton of games, and was like, yeah, if I catch it, I'm good. I don't even care. But the thing is, I never caught it. So yeah,
I also never.
it was a
never
COVID. COVID was cool with me, man. I mean, at the end of 2020, I went to visit my ex and was vacationing down there with her in Florida. Florida was like, what COVID?
I remember. Remember the flights were like $20 to go to Florida. I remember that.
Yes.
I remember that. Yeah, because
So
that was. Oh, go ahead.
I just have fun, and 2020 was fun for me.
Now, that was, when I was in my marriage and we moved down here. You remember I didn't want to come. I didn't want to go.
Yeah. I was like, I remember when you told me, I was like,
I remember we hung out one more time before I came down here. It was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still got that BBC ice cream jacket.
Oh shit! I forgot all about that.
I still have it.
That was a hell of a deal. I don't even remember what I sold it to you for, but I know I should have sold it to you for more than that.
Terrible. Trying to get y'all. Thought I was your boy.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I wore that bitch maybe 3 or 4 times. It was always too small. It was always
You thought it was gonna get bigger?
Nah,
like,
man,
maybe I'm tripping on the side.
Like I got that coat. When I got that coat, I could fit it, but I'll be honest. Like when I was at Tower City, before I went to Coventry, like 2013, 14, you would come in there talking like when you used to wear them Phoenix Shacks all the time. The Shack is, remember we took a picture, you had the bitches on.
Yeah.
I was at like the best shape of my life then. I was probably like 220. Like I was to the point where I'll tell you how good a shape I was in when I was at Tower City. I was fitting replica champion NBA jerseys in a size 48 that I had from high school.
Damn.
I was in that good a shape in 2013.
Because the 48 was a large.
Well, it was an XL.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 44 is a large. But that's how good a shape I was in when I was at Tower City. 2014 was very, very good to me. So
yeah, I still have that picture. I remember that picture.
Yeah, because I remember for the Carmine release, for whatever reason, even though I was running Tower City, I had to do the Carmine release at Northfield next. And I wore my white replica Jordan jersey. I had got the C off, so I was trying to pass it off as like an 80s authentic. And yeah, I wore it. I wore it the whole day. It wasn't young or nothing. It wasn't baggy on me, but it was like it fit just right.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
So yeah, I was able to that was when I bought that jacket. So I was able to fit it then. But by 2000, by the end of 15, early 16, that shit was over with. It was over with.
I believe eating good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, that was the first house. So, there's that. I don't give a fuck. Hey, any of y'all guys in the chat, anybody, you start living with a woman, your whole shit changes. So anyway, you're the only person that didn't happen to. You
Hell no.
can't gain any weight, you can't age. I hate you for
Hey,
that.
whatever, man. Whatever. I remember
Niggas
my
would ever
grandmother
believe
telling
that
me
you older
forever,
than
like,
me.
when you turn 40, you gonna gain weight. I'm like, I doubt it. I'm like, do you remember what my mother and my father looked like? I used to tell her, like, they small. I'm not gaining no weight. My granddad was probably, when he passed, he was probably like 175, just like me,
Yeah,
with no facial hair.
start calling you a sneaker mutant. You know what I'm saying? Not age your ass, but you know, remember
Hey,
we'd be at the
man,
store and I'd be like, he's older than me, and I'd have a little bit of gray, a little bit of gray
father
back then.
time. Hell
All
yeah.
right, it's all
That's
right.
that's 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 no kids and not letting the exes stress me all the way out.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. I would just keep. I would just keep it. I want to say many things, but I can't. I can't.
That's why I said all the way out. Cause don't get it twisted. The kid was
No, I know. I wasn't even gonna bring up none of your stuff. I was just thinking about me. I wanted to say some things, but I'm like, nah, let me not. But
like, nah.
it's cool. It's cool. But okay, okay. So I know I sent you a layout of the show, so it kind of breaks down a little bit. But I usually start with sneaker origins. So Queener, what was that first sneaker that really just started everything for you?
When my dad took me to go get some Adidas shell toes,
Just some white and black shell toes?
white and black shell toes. Cause my first name brand sneaker. Cause I got it out the mud. I was out here pro wings and Spaldings. Yeah.
I remember
But
those
my
days.
aunt, you're right. My aunt took me to Dillard's a long time ago when I was just starting high school, and she got me some Elises. I
Peace
knew
and
they
love.
was name brand because they was in Dillard's, but they was some brown um hiking shoes. I wore them shits. I was so proud that it was name brand. But after that, it was the Adidas shell toes, then some Cortezes. Then I got my own job. My first shoe that I bought with my own money was Iverson Questions. Red toes. Red toes, yep. And I think I got them out of either TNT or Family Sportswear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Two Cleveland
Yeah.
staples,
Yeah.
TNT and Family
Yeah.
Sportswear. All right.
Man.
Okay. So shell toes. You remember where y'all went to get them, or you just remember getting them?
Burlington Coat Factory.
Burlington. Which one?
Yes. Uh I think the one near Randall Park Mall.
All
When
right.
does what isn't it one near Randall Park Mall in
Yeah.
Warrensville?
Yeah, it used to be across the street. Then it ended up turning into Unique because Burlington had moved into the mall.
Okay,
Unique is what
okay then.
Sabres is now. That used to be Unique.
Oh,
That's what they
okay.
used to call Sabres. It used to be Unique Thrift Store.
Yeah, I think
Because
it
Unique
was
Thrift.
I think it was Burlington, but it wasn't Burlington in the mall. This was its own standalone Burlington.
Yeah.
And I
Nah, it was across the street. It was next to the Mr. Hero and the furniture store and all that. It was over there.
maybe I think it was that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I remember one of the memories I have of when it was over there before they moved it into Randall Mall was I remember I went with my big cousin. We were all like, I don't know why we were all together, but they had all these Public Enemy jackets, and this was like 1991 or two. And I was
Satin
like,
jackets?
huh?
Satin jackets? Or I mean bombers or
They were like windbreakers or bomber jackets. They probably had both, but they had that Target logo
yeah.
on the back then. And I was like, man, that would be cool to have those. So I felt like it was a store. I don't know if it was Forever 21. Somebody had a capsule with Public Enemy within the last few years, and the shit looked like that shit that I remember seeing in
It, it might
Burlington
have it might
Factory.
have been Forever 21 because they got FUBU now. They
They
got
got FUBU, that
FUBU or
Reebok,
had FUBU.
yeah, Fat
Yeah, they either
Farm.
got it or had it. Like the hell?
See, now I don't know if you remember me doing this, but 2017, 18, and 19, I'll even say 16. I don't know if you remember, I was thrifting non-elaborate urban clothing and pairing it with like current denim. So the niggas
Yeah.
stole my swag, man. You know what I'm saying? They stole it. Because I got a bunch of stuff that was just like Rockaware first season, where it just was Rockaware with the little torch in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to find plain shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's doing a thing. Yeah. So
Because, styles repeat themselves. Baggy jeans came back.
yeah, I applaud you for doing that because you do it. I'll admit, I hate saluting your style. Everybody on your jock already, but you do that shit well. You wear the baggy clothes well.
That
Now, you are tall.
why? Do
You
you
are
know
tall.
why? Because I don't. You know why though? Because I don't wear them like I used to wear them.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I used to wear them with the big waist. Now, I've always been like a 32, 33, 32, 34. Dude, I was wearing 40s. I didn't need to.
Yeah.
Now, I'm wearing I'm baggy jeans and my waist. I'm wearing a 34 to a 36, and it's all about the legs.
Yeah, I saw you came with the Fat Farms, man. Where you find them at?
I think Uptown Cheapskates or Plato's, one of them two.
Okay.
Or Avalon. Them the 3 spots I go to. So one of them 3. I got some G Star. I got some G Unit jeans on right now.
I was about to do it, but I'll wait. G Unit.
Got some G Unit jeans on right now. I found in Plato's Closet for $5. I'm like, yeah, I'll take them.
A little far. It's a little far, but it's you, so it's all right. All right. So, what was the shoe that kind of cemented everything? You had the shell toes, you had the Iversons, but what was that shoe that was like, all right, I'm a sneaker person. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. Whatever.
I don't know. I would say this before. Let me see. What was it? When me and the ex moved in together in 2001, I said off bat, like, I'm gonna buy a pair of shoes every time I get paid, and I did that.
This was your wife.
Yeah.
You told your wife this. Okay.
Yeah. She was cool with it. I mean, shit. I found the apartment. I found Lakeshore for us. I was like, yeah, I'm like, every time I get paid, I'm buying a pair of sneakers. This was bi-weekly, and I damn sure did that shit. So by the time I got there, by the time I met you, I was 100 pairs in. And yeah, you found me on Facebook, and it was like, oh, he from Cleveland? This is probably the guy that was always buying the sizes in the family sportswear that I couldn't get. And I did say that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you look mad familiar.
Yeah. I definitely have seen you around before. Because when did we meet? 2010? 9?
No. I'll go 2009 or 2008. Because in 2008, I was in 2008, I was in Maryland. 2008, I was in Maryland, and I came back to Cleveland. So 2008, 2009.
Okay, yeah, because
But
you was the only other person.
But the shoe wise, I think it's kind of started when I was working at SeaWorld. And I bought some Huaraches, white with the red and the gray. And that's all I can remember.
The Huarache trainer with the strap?
Oh, Lowe's. OG Huaraches, Lowe's, yeah.
Okay.
I bought some of those. And it was like, and you know what? I did have those. I had those too.
You know what I'm talking
about?
That Huarache
yes, I do.
trainer. Yeah.
Yes, I did have those. See, I had too many pairs, man. I straight forget. I did have those, and I think I cut the strap off or some shit. I don't know. Either way, I ain't got them no more. Here's where I go.
Nah, I say the very first retro of the Huarache trainer, that strap, you had to like put a lace through it or whatever, because it would like go like this.
Yeah, just wing out.
Like it wouldn't, if you didn't wear it strapped up, yeah, it would just.
As a wide footer, that wasn't happening.
Yeah, so I still got my black and gray ones from 2001, the first retro. I need a new pair of those. They oxidized as fuck.
I wish Nike would fucking retro the damn stabs, man.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen an Air Stab since 2014.
No. And if you buy them now, that sole is done. That was the cheapest bullshit sole ever. That bitch got hard and crumbled immediately.
Now, I'm not trying to jinx it. All of mine are still intact somehow.
Are they? When the last time you wore them? I mean, sitting there, just take a picture of them. They all good. But you put the bitches on, them three triangles with that air bubble, man. I
I
don't
think
know.
the only one I've worn down here, which was the first pair I got, were the mango ones. The green with the orange swoosh, and it said the air stab and all the colors.
Yeah,
It was an Urban Outfitters cop from Maryland. I was like, ain't nobody got these back in Cleveland. I'm about to kill these niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I've worn those out here, and I've worn the OG Electric Greens, but I've only worn them probably like once a piece. So it's
recently or
hard to
like
say.
last year or something.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm also afraid to wear my Air Force 3s too, the white and red ones. So,
I just had
you know,
to. I had to toss my. I had to toss
not
mine. I
the hump
still got
pack.
I still got my Denver Nuggets. They over there
Was
chilling.
the
You know what? This
hump
sneaker
pack
started.
ones, you had to throw those away?
That
Yeah.
the brown and burgundy. I had to
Oh,
toss those, man. I wasn't wearing them. Oh, my fault. Hold up, my bad. I lied.
yeah, man. You gotta keep them hunt pack ones, man. That's the only shoe from that pack I don't have, and you got it. I don't even like it.
Yeah, but these right here, the real crown jewel.
Yeah, I never
This
knew the
right
bitches
here.
existed until I saw you post them when you bought them. I'm like, the fuck?
Dude, I saw these on when I saw these on Macari. I swore they was a custom. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna buy it." Bought them, like, and I looked them up. They in the void. You can't find them.
Yeah, that's
It,
definitely a vortex.
and it's those, and it's a Charlotte Hornets pair that they was on Pick Your Shoes forever ago. Oh,
Ooh,
oh yeah, they was white, teal, and purple, and they had the nerve to have pinstripes, the teal pinstripes on it, or purple pinstripes.
that sounds
Look
hard.
them pits up.
Sounds hard.
Yeah, they was. They was like part. It was like part of a. It was part of an NBA pack.
Mm.
And as far as I know, it was two. And it was Denver Nuggets and the Denver Nuggets and those Charlotte Hornets.
Mm.
But this is the second time I'd have found these. But man, look at you see what's going on.
Well, it's just that look just like surface paint. It don't look like it's crumbling.
Yeah, but look, you see that right there?
Uh,
Yeah, that man separation, bro. Yeah, yeah, man. I need Nike to just release these again. Stop playing.
yeah, every time they bring back the Air Force 3, it's always a low. It's never a high.
Yeah, like they doing with Nego right now. Nego had on a pair of Air Force 3s. And I'm like, are you going to release them? And they was lows.
I don't even like it, man. I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
even
either.
making yet another shoe like that we love hyped. I mean, it's already happened with the dunks. So
Dunks
I don't know if
dying down, though.
you said what.
Dunks is dying down.
Yeah, they started to get back in regular shoes again, fortunately.
Yeah, like Jordans.
Yeah.
Them fives are still sitting, chilling.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta have a new pair of those. Told you my pair crumbled on me in Marks and Menor during the pandemic.
So
That
that's
picture that
like
I
a
posted where I was
15-year-old. That is like a 17-year-old shoe.
18,
It,
2006. Just like those humpback Air Force 3s.
yeah, like this Nike just re-release those, man.
Because I have the Air Force One High and the Air Force One Mid in that pack. I don't have the Dunk and I don't have the Air Force 3. So
The Escape
nah,
or the Huntsman.
the Hunt Pack, the ones that those Air Force 3s are in.
Okay, then.
Because they had them all at Next.
Yeah,
They had that
I
long
know. That's
premium.
where I got my. That's where I got my OG pair from Next in Richmond.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't.
Mm.
They don't.
Oh. Oh, it hurts.
Okay. So what's a shoe from our high school years, since we're kind of talking about our youth, that you never got to hold that you always wanted to get?
I don't know, cause my high school years, I wasn't into sneakers like that. I really wasn't. Let's see, juniors, seniors, sophomores.
Because you came out what,
I,
98?
came out of nine. Yeah, I graduated in '98.
Okay, a year ahead of me.
Almost any shoe I may have wanted, and at the senior year, I had a job. So I don't know. I remember just having those. I had those questions. Before that, it's a blur. Like I got into sneakers. I got into sneakers, and I can say I got into sneakers in '98. Shit got real in 2001.
Okay. Yeah. See, There are a lot of shoes I could say. I've been fortunate to have most of them. There's still a few that either haven't been retroed or I haven't been able to get on eBay. But I'll give you a real simple one that I found thrifting the other day, but I couldn't get them because they were a 13. If they would have been a 12, I would have got them. Was that very first black and gold Reebok Answer one. I never had the Answer one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't like those. My brother had those.
yeah, like the white and red ones are kind of but them black and gold ones with the gray,
Yeah.
like they had a pair at the Goodwill here in it's a town over. It's called Burlington, North Carolina. They had some in there. They were $40, but they were 13. If they were 12, I would have grabbed them.
You couldn't do a 13.
I mean, I probably could throw an insole in it, but I mean, I'm already short. You know, you're tall.
Yeah.
Bitches are gonna look
You
long.
you short. You short and stocky though. It ain't like your feet would have been long, would it?
Well, the other part was I didn't really want to pay the $40. Before
$40.
they retroed the last time, I was seeing pairs on Go for like 65. I just didn't pull the trigger on them. So they're not hard to find.
Yeah.
To me, the only answers, what's up, Polar? The only ones that are hard to find to me are the and they didn't used to be, was those I guess they're the Georgetown ones. They're like navy patent leather with the gold. You remember them?
Ans- Answers?
Yeah, the just like that black and gold one or the white and red one we talking about, but they were navy blue patent leather. I think they were either All Stars or Georgetowns or something. But that's the only one that's kind of hard to find that I would like to have. But I've never had that shoe in any color.
I had to find those. You know what? Speaking of that question, a shoe I would like to. When did the? I think that might have been later though. I was telling my homeboy I wish I'd have got the Michael Vicks, but I don't think that was that wasn't high school though. That was after high school.
The first ones with the strap on the back to say "Be Unexpected."
Yes.
Yeah, that was all three.
Yeah, like, never mind.
Like he was out for 5, I was out for 4 by then. But
yeah. Yeah, it wasn't because when I was in high school, everybody wore Jordans, so it was like, and I was over it then.
Yeah.
Everybody had 11s. I'm like, they look nice, but so what?
I'll just say, going to Shaker, all the rich kids had the Jordans, all the dope boys had the Jordans, and you had some regular kids that had them. But during my high school years of 95 through 99, the two shoes that were the most polarizing were the black and red 11 and the Flink Ray 13. Whereas like even the gym teachers had them bitches. Like it was everybody, like the whole school had them.
When it was just Jordans, they wasn't no number.
Yeah, just the new J's. I feel like really 13 is when they started being called the that. So because that was when Jordan Brand started. But yeah, man, everybody. I mean, the 12s were popular too, but they were like really hard to get, so not as many people had them. The 12s were mainly only. I remember one random white boy had them that could hoop, and it was the rest of them was just dope boys that had the 12s.
Of course,
which kind of it's kind of like now, that's like the main, to me, the 12 is the main hood nigga Jordan. So it's funny that that's kind of germinated to that.
Yeah.
So
still.
I love the me, I love the OG colors. But if it's not an OG color, like the hood niggas just eat the 12s up to the point where it's like, man, I don't even want it. Man. I don't even
that's kind of with me with Jordan's period. I'm like,
hey, I'm still gonna force a pair of Bordeaux 7s and Aqua 8s on you. Those are two shoes you should have. As much 90s shit as you be doing and wearing, you should have those. Even if you don't really wear them, I'm gonna force them on you. Let me come into
seen like I went to play those, and I seen a pair of Bordeaux's, and I was like, I'm Bordeaux 7s, and I was like, and I can hear you saying, "Get them, Queener."
Now
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, nah. I put them down. Now I put them down and went for something else. I'm like, I'm
gonna just say, if it was the pair from 2015, I probably would have told you to get them. The pair from 2011, more people like it than the 15 for some reason, but to me, the 15 one looks more like the 92 pair. But
When it compared with the, you talking about Bordeaux's, or are you talking about the? Okay.
Bordeaux, because the pair from 2011 when I was working for Sneaker Villa, the midsole is like gray, like the suede panels, but
Yeah.
the pair from 15, the the midsole is a darker gray, kind of like the OGs.
Now I will probably make you mad by saying this. I do like the Bordeaux 7. 7? 6?
Ah,
Bordeaux 6.
man, come on.
I do like the, I know. I love sixes. I do love sixes. And I do like, and I saw the Bordeaux 7. I mean, the Bordeaux 6, and I was like, I would actually like these. Mm.
Now, that was one of those times where I had to reach my higher self, because sixes is the one Jordan where I only bought these Jordans I just showed you at the Goodwill earlier because they were at 6. So you know how I feel about sixes.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do those pairs of Bordeaux's. I mean, I've got both of the Bordeaux 7s, the 11 and the 15, so I couldn't justify having the 6-2. And I don't know, the hair, to me, the hair is better than the Bordeaux on the 6, but I couldn't buy those. That was back when I was still with Foot Locker. I couldn't get them. I just couldn't.
Like those. I'm like, I would, if I come across those next week, I see them for a good price, I will get those Bordeaux 6s. Because
Well,
I'm
I'm
like,
gonna just tell you,
I actually like these.
when the next big windfall comes, I'm forcing some 2015 Bordeaux 7s and 2015 Aqua 8s on you.
They just because it's a black shoe. That's the main thing for me. I'm like, I'm not a big black shoe guy. I'm not.
Bordeaux is black and gray. It's got gray panels. It's got
Yeah.
a maroon tongue. Come on, man, with the colors.
I'll look at it and justify it as like a shoe that I got that I don't wear no more. Yeah, I'll look at it as a black and gray shoe.
This is how I can see you pairing it. I
Like,
can
why
see
not?
you having one of those striped shirts that used to be a guest shirt when we were young with the stripes. All the PacSun and all these stores be ripping it off now.
Yeah.
It'd just say like California or something, or Hustle or something.
PacSun just have the guest one. Just go to PacSun and have the guest. They'll have that.
I can see you wearing that shirt with some jorts, because I know when the summer comes, you're gonna break out some jorts. A bucket
I already
hat.
got them like Jabos.
Hey, I got. Speaking of which, look at this hair.
What took you so long?
I've had these for a couple years. I found these. I can't remember whether I found these down here or up there, but I just haven't found the right thing to wear with them. What size is this? I don't even know what size these are. These are a 38.
Oh, 38? Oh.
So,
do they fit?
I don't even think I've tried these on, but yeah, that's my size. I mean,
that's okay then. Because I know when when I jumped back into the Jabos and I bought a size 34, I'm like, oh my God, these don't fit. I need to get a 36. I'm like, these bitches run small. These ain't like skinny jeans.
You gotta post when you post you wearing the Jabos, you gotta post the BG song from that Hot Boys album where he's like, we don't wear suits, we wear tees, bows, and reeds. You gotta post that, man. That's gotta be the music behind it. But,
yeah, since IG got all the music now.
I don't understand that shit with TikTok. I just don't get it. But
yeah, they didn't pay UMG artists some goofy shit. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So before we kind of go to the either or questions, during the halftime part, what were some of your favorite go-to brands after you started working but was still in high school to buy clothing wise back then?
Oh, clothing wise?
Mm-hmm.
Rockaware. Was right? Yeah, Rockaware.
That was after high school, but
Oh, you said during high school?
Yeah. Or after too. We can say up to the early.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, during high school, I got what my grandmother can get me.
I got you.
Yeah, and I don't. And after that, like, yeah, when I got a job, I just was like, oh, Tommy. I bought Tommy, which is raw right now because you can get that shit for like $8. Tommy don't cost nothing now. Thrift Tommy for $8, $12. Look good as hell. Be like, damn. But
hey,
yeah, Tommy Hilfiger. maybe no.
You used to fuck with oh,
Abercrombie.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Abercrombie. Yeah, about them too. I'm not saying that's all I wore, but that Levi's. Because
I
I
remember
didn't get into my drip didn't go until after high
oh,
school. That's when I went hard on everything. Pause.
yeah. Yeah. So my first job was at that TJ Maxx on Chagrin by 271. And
Mm.
I felt like I had a little cheat code because, it's like, man, I work here, you know what I'm saying? I can get the drop on the gear. I got the discount. The discount wasn't shit. It was only 10%.
But
But
still,
yeah, I was like, when I got back to, because my first job was 97. It was in between 10th and 11th grade. I went back to school, man. I had so much Tommy Nautica. I had a little bit of Polo. I had the Sir Benny Miles. I know you remember Sir Benny Miles.
that's the first shirt I bought out of Next in Rich and Randall Park Mall. White, gray and silver polyester. I will never forget that shit.
Yeah.
Yes,
See,
I had that shirt.
I went hard with the Sir Benny Miles, so I had they had like the stocking do-rags, but they like made them. And it had like, remember it had like the gray
Yep,
blotted around that said Sir Benny Miles, and they had the little shit. So I
yep.
had that, and I had the Sir Benny Miles baseball jersey where it was gray, and it had like a little patent leather NY on it that was yellow.
That's what,
And then it said Miles on the back in like navy, which went good with the gray. And then it had 69 on the back, and that was yellow. You know what I'm saying? But I used to crush with that shit. I had these Air Max 97s that just went perfect with them. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of my go-to fits.
nasty.
And
That sounds wrong.
yeah, I used to wear that with the stocking cap. My father was like, "They made that like that." I'm like, "Yeah." See, I got the little thing, and he just like, but he couldn't say shit because it was my money. I worked for it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Like
I had a
this the
little
style,
chain.
pops. Quit playing.
Yeah. And
Like this
then
the swag, pops. Quit playing with me, man.
right before I quit working at TJ Maxx, I I was lucky to be there. Where I got this shipment of Nike NFL jerseys. So
Ooh.
my goal was to look like how LL looked in the Hey Lover and the doing the video. Remember that nigga had all the football jerseys back then. So
Yes.
I had my little chain. The Nike sign would be like right here. I had the Ray Lewis Miami one. I had a Tim Brown authentic. It was an authentic with the sewn weight and everything, and that bitch was $17 like it was a replica. Like I was eating in TJ Maxx before I left, man. So
Wow.
they
Wow.
they they used to get Nike shoes, but it would mainly be bullshit. They did get a random pair of the Barry Sanders, the Zoom Turfs. They
Mm-hmm.
had one, and it was a collab back then. It was like another nigga's signature on the strap, but they only had them in size 9. I tried to squeeze into the bitch, but it was just too little.
Nah,
But
don't try that.
yeah, I 11th to 12th grade, my whole thing was, man, these niggas been talking shit to me for years for not having the gear. I'm crushing these niggas, crushing them. You know what I'm saying? Every day
I never
I'm
had that
coming with some shit.
problem in high school,
Hey,
man.
you know, but Shaker, I mean, motherfuckers was actually rich. Niggas would talk shit to
Yeah.
you. You know, motherfuckers getting cars and they six. This is a lot of pain, so this is why I'm cussing. Well, motherfuckers had cars and they was 16. I'm 16. My dad just got me a Lexus, or I'm driving my mom's BMW because she just bought a Navigator or some shit.
Right.
Motherfuckers
Right.
was at the
Well, I
schoolhouse
believe
like
it.
that.
I believe it. I believe
And
it.
yeah, I'm like, man, because I feel like this. I always talk to. I mean, Tatum. Talk
Yeah. Oh
to
yeah.
everybody. Everybody went to school with somebody who had a bunch of shit that they wanted, and then know them by first and last name, like that motherfucker. Like for me,
Yeah.
it was a couple of niggas. It was this rich nigga. His name was Greg Taylor. This motherfucker had everything. He was the first nigga I saw with Iceberg in high school. I'm like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck are Iceberg jeans? And then I saw it at the Cricket West, and
Yeah.
I was like, these jeans are $180. They got Snoopy on them. Like,
Why?
wow, what the fuck is this? You
What
know
is
what I'm
this?
saying? Then when Jay-Z came out with the volume 2, I'm like, oh, you know.
Crazy.
But yeah,
Crazy.
like rich Versace t-shirts, Versace V2 classic sweaters. These are the niggas I was going to high school with. So once I started working, I'm telling you, man, these niggas was rich.
Who is it?
Now, some of the niggas
You went to school in
after
the Clueless school?
hey,
Like,
hey,
damn.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you, man.
I wasn't hip to that at
Nah,
all.
it was like that at Shaker. And I mean you had by 11th grade, it was like one day, because there was some niggas that wasn't rich, but they still would have all the shit. And I'm like, oh, fuck their parents. And then one day it just dawned on me like, these niggas are selling dope.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I don't even feel bad about this shit anymore. But I'm still crushing these niggas every day with my little regular ass TJ Maxx job. I'm getting paid $180 a week because I was making $6 an hour. I felt like I was balling,
Hell
you know.
yeah. Hell
So
yeah. No
I
bills?
was doing that shit. Well, I still had to help out, but still, I was doing that shit where I'm like, man, I get paid every week. I'm getting a sneaker every week. Fuck these niggas. I'm killing them, crushing them.
Why
I was
not?
hustling, I was out there, man. Air Force One mids with the
And all
dual
my shit
swoosh,
legal.
the J's, everything, man. I'm like, man, Reebok Classics. I'm killing these niggas, man.
Mm,
You remember the Reebok
mm,
Classics with the zigzag bottom,
yeah.
I forget what the fuck they call it, because I have they call it a Trek bottom, a zigzag
Yeah,
bottom. You know what I'm
I
talking about, though.
do not know. But I know the shoe though.
Yeah, the regular Reebok Classic, but not the regular bottom. They had like the jacket bottom.
Oh, that
They
was
had
like it's a couple shoes that got that bottom.
yeah,
But I know what you're talking about though.
because I have a You remember a couple years ago when Reebok made that it was like their version of Off-White. They had that Alter the Icons collection where it was like the shoe, but it was like kind of deconstructed, but it was the Reebok Classic. It was made with different materials and they had the little markings on them. We had them when
Huh.
I was at Foot Locker, when
I
I
may
sold you them
remember.
Yeezys.
I may remember when I see if I see him.
Yeah, the rig. It's not a ribbed bottom. It's not a condom. It's a I forget what the fuck they call it. But anyway,
Yeah.
all of the niggas had them. They either had the gum bottom one or they had a clear one that came out the same time as the Concords. It was a clear bottom Reebok. What's up,
Mm.
Danny? What's up, phone 509? But yeah, man.
Huh.
Yeah, going to a school with rich kids, man. It was like, man, fuck these. I'd be killing niggas with shit from the thrift. Niggas wasn't thrifting back then. I find Tommy and Polo at the thrift.
Of course.
You know.
Of course. I wish I knew about that shit back then, because man, me and my dad would have been. I'd have been like, Pops, Goodwill, immediately.
And then in 12th grade, I started working at Kaufman's. So I had
Ooh.
like, it was still a weak as fuck discount because it was like, for y'all that don't know, Kaufman's is sort of like Dillard's.
Yeah.
Or it used to be called May Company. Now it's just Macy's. Macy's bought out Kaufman's
I was about to say Macy's. Yeah.
but I worked there from 1999 to 2001. Most of that time I was in the Nautica section, killing these niggas, man. Big
Yeah.
boat.
When Nautica was fire.
Remember the Nautica puffer jackets? They had the little orange thing you could squeeze. They brought all
Yeah.
that shit back.
Seen a lot of people with those. I just be like, oh, nice jacket.
Yeah, they brought back a lot of that old Nautica shit, but they put the little boat on it. I'm like, man, I can't wear this.
Yeah, that was the little Yachty collab.
Nah, man, but even before him, man, the new little Nautica boat, like, nah, you can't. You had to have a big boat with the sail, the one from our time.
You know they always got to change something for no reason. For
Hey,
no
when
reason.
Tommy brought back all of their old shit, it was exactly the same. It just fit
Yeah.
different. But
Yeah.
But yeah, man, good times. All right, so we're at halftime now, so I'm gonna ask you some either or questions. Some of it's hard to do this only because I mean we've known each other for years, so I feel like a lot of the shit I'm asking you I already know. But all right, on a Jordan, and I know you're not a big Jordan guy. If you could only wear Bread or UNC on a Jordan, what you doing?
The number Jordan?
Any Jordan. Just
Oh.
what would you prefer colorway wise between Bread or UNC?
Because I wear a lot of colors. So
I know.
yeah. Yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna go UNC. I'm gonna go UNC just because I got them UNC
KOs.
KOs. Yes, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go with UNC.
All right.
Because it ain't white, but it's a light shoe.
Okay. Mario or Sonic?
Mario. The fuck?
I even had to think about it.
Duh.
Damn. No love for Sonic?
Sonic's too fast. It's like it's speed. Mario, you take your time, you get to see everything. It looks good, it's fun, it's fucking childhood, man. It's who did not have a Nintendo first?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Sonic's okay.
All right. Lineup or raffle?
I'm line up. I much rather be in a line.
Okay. All right.
I'm not nah. Mm-mm.
Yeezy 350, Pharrell Human Race, NMD.
NMD colors.
Okay. Fair enough.
Colors. Which I don't own no pairs of, by the way.
I only have one. I have the multicolor Human Race, and I found it down here at a Plato's Closet. It was like $70. I couldn't believe it. They had the BBC in there too. I kind of regret not getting that one, but I don't have a lot of BBC.
I keep not getting that shoe. I don't even know why. I'll get it one day.
Yeah. Okay. Tower City or Randall Park Mall?
Randall Park Mall.
Okay. Fair enough.
But you know what? Let me not rush that one because I think about Tower City and how Tower City used to be. I would still go Randall, but Tower City, Randall by this much.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Chucks or Vans?
You know what? I'm gonna go Chucks. I'm gonna go Chucks because I think I got more Chucks than I got Vans.
Really
No,
gonna go with Vans.
if I was to go currently, I'll probably say Vans, but not by much though. Not by much because Vans dropped those new schools, and I kind of went crazy. At least I got 3 pairs. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I got the bricks.
Rick Owens or John Barbados?
Rick, because I don't know John.
Fair enough. Fair enough. He made a lot of similar shit.
Oh, he did?
With Converse, but like 10 years ago.
Oh.
Because he has I wore it a little while ago. He has a Larry Bird weapon that he did. He did a bunch of weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
they look like
vintage.
Kind of like think of a slimmer weapon, but like with the Golden Goose dirtiness.
Oh.
Some of them are real dirty. The Larry Bird ones, since they were one of the first ones, they're just yellowed, but not like
yellow
dirty.
though. But was it as high as the one now? Which makes me want it now.
Nah, because I can actually get one down if you want. It's well, here, I'll get it. Now, a shoe that you were rock with, since you like height, that to me is higher than the weapon, is the fast break.
Oh, I seen those.
Yeah, like I got the Kevin.
Wasn't that a low?
Here.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, you know, but
yeah,
the Barbados weapon.
That.
See how it's like aged on purpose.
Oh yeah, I was not a fan of those at all.
Different shape.
I'm like that Diet Soul. I was good. Diet Birds. Yeah, I respect the legacy, but nah.
I only have.
I like the one. I like the OG weapons, the Rick weapons, and the is it the CX?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like those. I still need to get a pair of those.
Yeah, you do.
I do need to get a pair of those for real. Like I got like 4 pairs I'm watching right now, and they all like $66, $50.
Yeah, like we'd have been talking a little sooner, man. We had the bitches for like, I'm telling you, man. Like I'm not even doing this, like I'm not bragging or nothing. Like, whenever we would get the CX weapons at work, they would always just be $29.97, and then we would have an additional 40% off and then I would get my 40% off employee discount on top of it. So these bitches were $960. I have the blue ones like this. They were $960.
And that's one of the pairs I'm looking at.
Yeah, so I only had these out because I have a Palace hoodie that I'm gonna wear with them probably this weekend. So,
and that's always been the thing with me and the weapon is the weapon have always looked like it should have a chunky sole. It just does to me. I don't even know why. So when those came out, you can't ask me why I didn't buy none. Probably because of the price,
I mean, they were
or because I'm tall and I'm like I don't want to be taller, but I've come around. I'm like I want them. I want those.
Look, if you got the turbo weapon,
that's which is what. Yeah, but when I on some hype shit, when I was in Chicago and I went into Urban Jungle and I saw them, I was like, what? $250? Oh, and they white? Oh, you gotta come home with me. You gotta come home. Keep that big ass box, just give me the shoe. And for like $265, why not?
Yeah, see, the square toe box is big enough. Look how big. This is no reason for the box to be
right. Like, dude, come on.
Big.
Like 100-pound box. Like, dude,
until
damn box Zero, like an end table.
Yeah, the Air Max Zero was like the biggest. I think the biggest shoe box I had until I got these, and it's so much space in the shoe. Like, come on.
Them the black ones, right? Them black and white, right?
These aren't the bird ones. These are the first ones. They're just the all black and egret.
Okay. Then with the light, I thought it was the Browns. I'm like, I thought you ain't like the Browns, man. But I'll be got those one day.
Yeah, but you got to get you a pair of these, man. I know they're a lot to deal with. You got to go wear a toe cleaner. You got to go with these.
I want the other one that they didn't. I want the other one where they made it a Rick toe, not the square toe. I don't need this. I don't need my toe.
USB port.
Right. right. That's when I'm like, nah. Hey, I like the ones with the Rick toe.
Oh, with the rounded toe.
And yeah, and it's a square on the side, on the outer side. I'm like, okay, man, I wouldn't mind having those.
Yeah, motherfuckers be looking at me like I'm crazy when I wear them square toes. What the fuck is he? You know, I can hear people in the background. What the fuck is he wearing? Are those even Chucks? One nigga thought that they was just regular Ricks.
Some shit you ain't got. That's what I'm wearing. I mean, shit. Rick Owens' shoe is a Chuck Taylor. He didn't set it himself.
Mm-hmm. Hey, people come into Converse thinking that those Ramones and those Geo baskets are just really fancy Chucks. And then I pull them up for them on their phone. I'm like, yeah, this is like a $1,800 boot.
Right.
So I've got shit here that sort of looks like that. And then they'll be like, so you ain't even got the Rick Owens Converse? I'm like, no, this is an outlet. Why would we have that here?
Right. Like this ain't that, bro. Ain't nobody, nah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll jump ahead to the third quarter, which is the current sneaker game. Now I know you pride yourself on not chasing any hype. You've always been that way. As much of a hype beast as you are, and I'm calling you a hype beast.
Like right. From what you say.
That used to be your name. That used to be your name.
I was the hipster. I was the hypester hip beast. Just twisted all that around.
Same thing.
I wore just what the fuck I wanted, man. Because it was because you know, even back then it was like it became a hassle to get shoes, huh? And then when I found out about thrifting and eBay and Depop and Poshmark and all, I'm like, man, fuck that. It's about 1 million pairs. It's 1 million other pairs I can get besides what Sneaker News and all of them is telling me to get. I'm like, I'm good. Maybe I'll get them later when they come down.
Fair enough. So, is there ever anything that's new where you like, man, I really want a pair of those? Like, I know you had got those Avias or Avias, however you say it, you know.
Yeah, but those was under the radar. I mean, I got those from Avia.com. Like, and when they
Now,
came out, they was just sitting there chilling.
do you have the regular ones or like the OG ones?
No, I got the retro ones that's low. The highs, those are on aviaisback.com, still sitting there because it is a $220 shoe, but it's a OG high.
Like a 1-to-1 of it.
Yeah, yeah, and they got them sitting there, and it's the same height as the '80s, and the Virgil joint he did. It's that shoe. It's like minor differences, but it's the shoe.
220
I don't care. That's worth it. That's worth it to me.
though.
It's a high. It's an '80s retro, and it ain't. It's rare. It ain't nowhere. It ain't nowhere else. Like I mean, nowhere else. If you find it on GOAT, then they trying to
Of
tax you.
course.
But you ain't finding that shoe nowhere else. So whenever I get the chance to cop them bitches, if they still available, I'm on them. And they coming from overseas. They not even in the US.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, Bergdorf Goodman still has a full size run of the Larry Bird turbo weapons for 200. You try to be down with that?
Bergdorf. Who?
It's a boutique that is a Nike account. That's why they have Converse, but
Oh,
they still
really?
have. Yeah, they still have a full. I found them earlier. I was gonna send it to you, but I'm like, I'll just tell them on the show.
Just send it to
Um,
me.
yeah, they have a full size run of turbo weapons in the black and white Larry Bird color for 200, just retail. So,
Wow.
yeah. So I have my pair because I didn't get a box with my pair. They're in like a crate. So they're in like a crate, but it still has a attached lid like a shoebox. And I just
Yeah.
wrote on the side, what is it? 2023 Converse X Rick Owens Turbo Weapon Dark Shadow, Turbo Weapon Dark Larry Bird. So I'll send you a picture.
Bergdorf and Goodman. I've heard of that, but I don't know. It sounds like a character. It don't sound like that's an online store.
Mhm. Like if I didn't have them already, I would just do a pay in four and just get them bitches 50, 50, 50, 50, 50.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna look into that.
And
Send
since
me
it's
the
over
link, or I just
200, the shipping is probably gonna be free. At least I would hope.
what is hold on, what is they 210?
200.
Oh, 200. Oh, yeah, why not? Shit.
Cause that leather, man. I mean, you got the white ones. I mean, that leather
Death
is
kiss. If I
because
man, listen, I would wear them bitches every day. I would wear them every day, man. I'll be like, I love this damn shoe.
that's heavy. Like you could probably hurt a nigga with these. They're heavy as fuck. Like I remember I
Listen,
broke these out the first time on Black Friday 2021 at Converse. And I was closing that day. My feet my feet was through. Now I can wear them now. I'm used to them now. But yeah, I as much as I like the Larry Birds more than these,
love these.
what site are they, fellas? Those my joints. Bergdorf and Goodman.com. Dead stock of Valley. I like that name. What's up, JB Squared? Um, I'm gonna send. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna send you the link, Quinter, but I'll send it to you to Dead Stock of Belly
Yeah,
76.
man.
But yeah,
'Cause, yeah,
I still need them white ones, but yeah, the leather on these is just chef's kiss.
man. Because when I found mine, I was like, I didn't mind you, I knew nothing about this. I didn't know nothing about this at all. So
Even
when I
after
saw him, I was like,
you
huh?
saw me post them, we were talking about it. Well,
Before I got mine?
yeah, it was because remember we were talking about the CX and we were talking about these. This was late 21 because I didn't buy these until because these came out in August. I didn't get these until like October. I got these actually on either the real or Sense,
Mm.
and they were only 180. You know, This is a great day. I miss these talks. Good to see the OGs talking kicks. I look up to you guys. Appreciate that, sir.
Thank you, sir. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
if he did, I probably forgot, just lost my mind.
yeah,
But
because we were talking about the
yeah, when I
CA.
saw him, I was like,
Ah, man, them Rick Owens is a whole other level, man. You know what I'm saying?
seriously, dead ass, man. I was like, I went in the store, I'm looking around like, Jordans and dunks and Jordans. Then they got this center of the store where they got like this rack where there's clothes on each side and it's the shoes on top. So I'm just looking, I'm like, the fuck is them them big ass Converses over there? And I got up on them, I'm like, oh, these is weapons? And I knew they was Rick's because I was like, that I did know. I was like, oh, they got Rick weapons in this bitch? Looked at the price. I'm like, 265? I can swing that. Now, I didn't buy them when I first saw them. I saw them and was like, I done bought enough. I don't need to buy no more right now. I'm going to go back to the hotel and chill. If they still here when I come back tomorrow, dude, I woke up at like 10, ate some food, shot back out there. Them bitches was sitting right there. I was like, yeah, let me get these. Let me get these, please. Let me get these.
Yeah.
And I wore them that day because I'm like, went to the Married with Children fountain and was just walking around taking pictures and chilling.
Oh man, not the Married with Children fountain. I gotta go there one day.
Yes, you do, man.
Oh,
Boy, you need, if any place, you need to visit Chicago, man.
yeah, I haven't been
Place,
in a really long time.
place
I'll still have to.
awesome.
Yeah,
Don't let people make you think O Block is Chicago, period.
Nah, I know better than that.
Or the south side of Chicago, and that's it. Like,
Now, when I used
man, fuck that.
but when I used to go up there, I mean, I used to have family that stayed in Gary, and Gary is pretty gully as well. So it's like, yeah, people think, yeah, it's the birthplace of Michael Jackson and them, but there ain't no place to be. So oh man, but yeah, I feel like going to get the black and white ones, but they're all the way over there on top of a rack. So but yeah, I still say, I'm a glutton. I'm always telling you, Quinter, you should get this. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
These
want to get
are
those.
perfect.
I want those.
Like,
The bird ones.
But this pair, they don't. I see these used for cheaper now since it was the first one, and they're almost 3 years old now. But these are perfect for bad weather. It's almost like a boot.
I wear man in bad weather.
If I find a pair of these for reasonable, I'm forcing these on you too.
Oh, you ain't got to. I would like to have those. I like them shoes. Like, I like those. Like, there is no force. I wouldn't. I know, right? Nigga, the fuck you say? What? Talking about the gum sole, the Rick sole.
Slap you with the Rick sole. Yeah. Shout out to Bonds Malone.
Word to Bonds Malone.
Yeah. Oh,
thought I was gonna be on TV.
Yeah.
I whoop a cop's ass. You step on these bitches.
Classic.
Man, listen.
So, is there anything this year that has your interest that's like a new release?
90, 60 New Balances.
Hype beast.
90. I like them. I like them. I'm on some chunky shit. I'm on my chunky wave.
I appreciate you. Oh,
90, 60s. Yeah, 90, 60s. And some more leaning Sun Chasers. I got these off of eBay for $40. And I just found some more. And the thing is, they chunky, but they light. They're not heavy, especially not as heavy as those. So I found some more colorways on kickscrew.com.
Speaking of leaning, I can see you fucking with like the way away shoes. How some of those look. They're a little more, but they're a little more than I think either of us would want to pay. I'm like, how much are these bitches?
Yeah, that price.
Converse waves.
Yeah, that price. Yeah, that price. I'd be like,
$9.86 on shopgoodwill.com.
Them look like them. Them also look like them Iversons from back in the day. One of his later shoes. They kind of had that like slit down the side.
Yeah, I think you talk about the 8 because on the bottom it was like a big ass 8 ball. I used to actually have those. I used to play basketball in them. I don't know what happened to them, but yeah, these are the way ones from 06.
Yeah.
I cannot find the playoff version of these. I have almost every color of these, but I can't find just that regular black and white
And,
one that he won
and
the
all them came out when? And all them came out in when?
2006, 05, and 06.
Shit.
They still
I would
holding
like,
on.
since he worked for Converse, could you tell him to release the R Star 2000s?
Cleaner. Don't you? I want. I'll be looking. I've been finding them bitches on eBay, but they all be crumbling. Like any, I tell people it's hard to find '90s Converses that are wearable if they're not
Yeah.
made like this with like a rubber bottom. You
Yeah. Yeah.
know, I have these for whatever reason these are still hanging on. These old ass Rodman Springfields.
Wow.
Yeah, these are still holding on somehow. You
You
know,
know they can. You know the way them look. Them can be Rick too. Them look like some Geo baskets.
And then even this leather. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
So
come on,
this is my
for
favorite
real,
part of this.
for
But
real. And it's on and it's on the outside and not the inside.
what up, Dennis? Dennis from the store is in here. Den Glizzy. Look at that. These bitches still got Converse on the inside. That's a real insole right there. You wear a
Wow.
Jordan, after a couple hours, the jump man is halfway up.
Disappear. Just like one hand. All you see is the hand like this.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's hard to find 90s Converses. I mean, a lot of the React stuff.
They don't need to get retro for real.
Yeah. What? I had the Converse Accelerator. I had wore it. It was white and gray. I don't know where the fuck I put it. Because it was a shoe you would appreciate since it's from 1992. It might be one of these.
What up, Street Style Den? How you be, sir?
Dan Glizzy. Oh man. Damn, where the fuck did I put these?
Yo, Converse.
Oh,
I look back at the grandma mamas.
yeah, those are easy.
Bring them back.
The thing about those is finding most. It's sort of like an Air Force One high. Niggas will sell you an Air Force One high on eBay used for the low, but they won't have a strap.
Oh, so the what's the name is gone.
Yeah.
The shroud is gone.
Yeah,
wow.
that had the Larry Johnson, but it won't have a shroud on it.
That's just like, what did you do? I'm like, you should never sell. You shouldn't even be trying to sell them shoes.
So these
are those ERXs or no?
Nah, these are.
Oh no, React.
These are they're called Converse Accelerators. They're the shoe that Magic wore on the Dream Team. I wish I had that colorway instead of these, but
oh.
Because his, it had like a big 15 right here and USA basketball patch on the tongue and whatever. But yeah, this is it's all about the wearable vintage, man. I mean, you know me.
Yeah.
And this bottom is
solid. Look at Nike take note. When people be making shoes and shit last 15,000 years and they still be good.
Now, don't get me wrong. The leather is kind of
cracking.
Yeah, it's kind of cracking a little.
I'd much rather have a cracked leather than a busted sole. You can still wear that.
True. Yeah, because these are from '92, so they're 32. And I wore these bitches to work. Stood on them for 8 hours like it wasn't nothing. They was cool.
Stand on business.
Yeah. Same thing with these Robins. The Robins are from '97. They'll last, but it's hard to find Converse from the '90s. It's easier to find ones from the '80s, '70s.
Yeah,
2000s.
before they got technical.
Yeah.
Don't you got those I know you got those one Converses that was real highs. Because when we had our battle, you broke them out. I could have swore you broke.
What, the ERX?
It was yeah. But they was high though. And I don't mean not the Just Dons. Don't you have a high Converse, not the Just Don? It was an ERX 260, 360.
Yeah, I think it was the ERX Impress. It was like iridescent. Let me see the
Oh,
color. Either that or it could be the not the Just Dines, it could be the soloists. Let me see. I'll get them all out.
maybe it was the soloist. Maybe that's what it was.
Because
Because I remember when we had our battle, you broke him. I was like, and I think I was because I was looking at a couple pairs on eBay, but they was from Japan. It was like, and it was COVID around that time. It was weird.
it's hard to find them, especially the black ones. The white ones are a little easier to find because they're newer, but the black ones it's hard to find anything above a 10.
Yeah, because over there they feet don't go past the 8. Like I want
Man, that's
to
why
go
there's
to
certain
Japan, but I
random.
feel like I won't find no shoes in my size.
Well, I find them. They're either just crazy expensive, or I'll find them and they won't be willing to ship them.
Mm.
So, were you talking about? You weren't talking about these.
No, not those. Nuh-uh.
Okay.
I know I wasn't talking about those. No, these was like vintage Converses, and I
Vintage?
and it was an ERX, but it was none of the ERXs that they released
So it wasn't
that
these.
was a high, or low, or a mid.
It wasn't
No,
these.
nuh-uh. I want those. I'm just getting reminded of more shoes that I need to put on my watch to find. Well, maybe you
Man,
did. Maybe you didn't have them.
black ones.
There you
Uh,
go.
a vintage Converse that was
And
high.
it was the ERX. It was an OG ERX. And
Yeah.
I could have swore you had them. I thought you had them. Maybe you didn't have them. And
Yeah, all of my RXs are retros because I've showed you all the other than the Just Dines. Those are the only three highs I have. Everything else is a mid.
okay. Then.
Because they had a white, black, and gray OG high, but they only
Yeah,
made a certain amount of them. Whenever I find them, they're always either an $8 or they're $400.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Maybe I've
of
been looking. Maybe I've been looking at those for so long. I thought you had, and I thought you had it
yeah, because
because I had found one pair, and it was in the Detroit colorway. It was white, red, and blue, and it was in Japan. I was like, and I had I had a good size, and the price wasn't bad,
are you
but
talking
them
about?
bitches got bought.
I think I know what you're talking about. Do they have the
You
Laker sign on them?
sign,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
but I don't
okay. You talking about?
think. Okay, now I'm thinking about it. I don't think it was ERXs, but I just thought they were.
Yeah, where are they? Okay, I think they're up here.
Oh, damn.
Got caught it smooth though.
Too many pairs, man. Man, get from that angle, man. Giving me anxiety. Yeah, those. Hey, yeah, I thought those were ERXs. Never mind.
They're right.
But what was the
They're around the same time because Magic was in the commercial for these, but he never wore them. It was him and Vladdy.
why? Why diva?
Yeah, that was when he was a rookie on the Lakers before he played for Sacramento and Charlotte.
Oh.
What up, James?
Hey,
Oh man,
SS Small, what's up, sir? What's up, young G? What's up, Jamal?
what's up with you? Hear me?
Huh? Yeah, I hear you.
What's up with Javante?
Oh, he good. He work at he still work for Giant Eagle cutting up meat, being a meat cutter. I remember I had beef with him.
Really?
It was dumb. It was dumb. Don't get it twisted. It wasn't nothing major. It was because it was because Nick had dropped me off. He was another guy who used to work in my store. He lived in Texas now, but he had dropped me off at my store, and he had told me Javante had a Super Bowl party or a football party, and I was like, oh, for real? He's like, yeah, man, we was all over there. I'm like, oh, really? And I'm like, oh, he didn't invite me. He's like, yeah, I don't know why. He was couples there. I was like, oh, for real? So without Javante knowing, I was upset. I unfriended him. I did. And I was like, for real, this nigga? I'm like, Fuck you. And mind you, he lived around the corner from me, where I live right now. I'm like, how the fuck you ain't invite me there? I'm like, dude, come on. I didn't invited you to Chicago like 3 times and we didn't been. So I was upset with him. But then we saw each other at a sneaker con and it was like nothing happened. I admitted to him what happened. He was like, "Oh man, for real, man, I didn't think you would want to come." I'm like, "Dude, I live right around the corner. You could have just asked me. If I said no, I'd have been happy you invited me." Like, damn. Like I invite you and take you to Chicago and show you new shit. I can't go to the Browns game or the watch the Browns game.
A little watch.
I'm like, oh, you a cold piece, bro.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, I take certain friendships serious. It's
Don't
not a
I
lot.
know?
It's not.
Don't
It's
I
not.
know?
Yeah, because I don't have a lot of friends. Well, I don't have a lot of people I consider friends.
Nah, I got you.
So it's like, yeah, you and Javante, the homie Ricky.
Oh man, I forgot about Ricky. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he at work right now. So you're like, yeah, them 3. So I'm like, yeah, that's about it. Had to make sure I ain't forgetting nobody.
You got to get you the slim weapon too, man.
Nah.
You don't like the slim,
okay.
slim weapon?
Okay. It look okay. I like the OG weapon you got, and I like the Rick weapon. So those 2.
Yeah,
The slim weapon, because those look like those that collab you was telling me about. Yeah, the Barbados. Those like those. I'm like, no, Diet Soul. I'm like, I'm good.
I really think that I kind of came up with this. What's up, Jono? I really think that the when these brands collaborate with these fashion designers, and especially the fashion designers, artists too, I think part of the deal is that they have to make them inline stuff, kind of like ghostwrite it. Like, you can't tell me that Just Do It collection with the patches, like Virgil didn't make that.
Why not? I don't see why not. Yeah.
But like I think Barbados made these because they are very similar.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I'm like, that seems like the same shoe, except for the Barbados sole is a little bit slimmer.
Yeah. So, come on, Shano, don't do me like that. But yeah, man. So, what's your holy grail at this point?
It's got to be a shoe that I can actually get and afford. Because I can easily say the Air Mag, but I'll never ever get that shoe.
You don't know that. You never know what can happen.
Yeah. I can get the replica.
It could be, Cleveland Heights man wins millions of dollars or whatever. And then I believe that if you had millions of dollars, you would have a mag.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Immediately. Probably be on some crazy shit. Get the check. First thing I buy. But
I would say when it happens for me, I'm going to the Flight Club to get something. Like, I know I could probably look for it and get it cheaper, but I have to go there and buy a shoe.
The Flight Club?
Yeah. I have to go there.
I mean, well, yeah. On some OG consignment store shit. Yeah. Yeah.
I have to do it just to say I did it.
Yeah.
Because having money like that, it won't really matter. I got to find the cheapest. Now, once that high comes down and it's like, all right, I've got hundreds of millions of dollars. I can do whatever I want and whatever. Then it'll be, all right, let me get back on my cheap shit. You know what I'm saying? Give me about, well, you know me, I live in excess. Give me about a year of excess and buying wild shit. And then I'll be all right after.
A grail, you know what? You know what? It would be all of the Reebok Bring Back 25. 25th and 30th anniversaries. All of them. All those, the OGs and all the collabs.
The pump.
I've always thought about that. So, yeah, I would want all those. And right now, I only have 2 pairs. Yeah.
So for me, on some display stuff, I would love to have a pair of game worn Jordans, a pair of game worn weapons, with the magic on the side, because they have them. It's just the money, you know.
They have them? Oh, you seen them?
Oh yeah, Sotheby's. They always have shit like that. Game worn
3,000
Jordan. Oh no, they like 10,000.
for a weapon? I mean, I know it's game worn and all.
It's one. It was Magic's actual shoe. It was a size 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
Signed.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit I would put in a case. I wouldn't just
Yeah.
be. But yeah, I would. It'd be certain stuff. I would want to get a pair of game worn Jordans, a pair of game worn Magics, game worn Birds, Barkley, all those players. I would want to have a size 22 Shaq. I have a size 17 Lamar Odom Shock.
Mm.
I found that at Value World in on Northfield.
Really?
I'll say the majority of the promo sample stuff I have from Nike, I found at thrift stores. Like my
Nice.
Gloria Zoom Generations, I found at the Goodwill on Shaker Square.
Is that still there?
Nah, that said that the Goodwill you were saying you didn't find anything, and it kind of took the place of that.
Oh. Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, you remember how Shaker Square has always been a weird area. It's a weird random mix of yuppies and hood niggas. So
Yeah.
it's weird,
Yeah,
and
because Shaker Square separates them.
yeah,
Shaker Square kind of sits right between the hood and the suburbs
right.
with that
So
train.
yeah, so it's a weird area. I always said when I was still living there, coming into money like that I would take that old Next and I would make it into a sneaker boutique because of the space. The warehouse, the basement is big enough where that used to be Next's warehouse.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. I've
yeah.
only ever been in that store once.
Oh man,
One time.
it wasn't as cool when they made it. They had the 25 Air Force One stores when they had that 25th
Yeah,
anniversary, and they had the
because that's
rappers
when
in
I got on Air Force Ones. I didn't care about
2007.
I didn't care shit about it before that.
Yeah, so because they had the $2,000 Air Force Ones in the case there, like anybody in Cleveland would buy them. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
I wish they would re-release the CD34s, man. Phoenix colorway. I need that pair
Oh,
again.
that House of Hoops pair.
Yes, man. I remember I got that pair out of University Heights. Heights. That plaza with Target on top and Foot Locker was in there. Uh,
I got my
damn, I hate
pair
that.
from you.
Hate them bitches gone, man.
Yeah, but the paint on mine is
The paint on everybody's. That was the most bullshit paint job ever, man. Shit
yeah,
chip in a month. Like, what the hell?
yeah. So I found
Quality
mine at
control, Nike.
the good not the Goodwill, but the Unique that Burlington Coat Factory used to be in. Um, it was right when I started working at Next. And bitches was like $8. Shano, I am a sneaker store manager. Oh man.
Like, leave me alone, man. Damn. I'm not that I'm not that talkative of a person. My brother hit me up. I'm like, me alone.
Yeah.
Get on my damn nerves.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
All right. So as we wind down, um, what direction would you like to see your collection go in the future?
I don't know, man. Well, you got a mic, you kind of low right now.
Turn up the volume, maybe. All right. Can you hear me now?
A little bit. It's still the same. I turned my volume up, but I can hear what you're saying. Maybe get a couple of clear boxes.
Mm.
That's maybe get a couple of clear boxes. Besides that, I'm still buying the shoes that I want to buy. I'm still waiting on those 3 pairs. Ugh. At least 2 out of the 3. I know the New Balance is on their way. The other 2 are either at the authentication spot or they on their way to the authentication spot. I'm just waiting for them bitches to come now so I can just wear them.
Got you. Okay.
But yeah, that's about it. I mean,
Got you.
yeah. What about you? I mean, you got everything. Where can your collection possibly go?
If I could be honest with you, this is at least the 3rd time that I've had to put my collection in storage, and we'll take a quote from one of our verbal podcasts from when we were at Next. Storage ain't changed me, nigga. It made me worse.
Yeah, spending all that
$2.25.
money for storage. Fuck that.
Hey, I I can't fit them all in this little apartment. You know, I'm used to living in a house. So,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, I
Damn.
mean, this is 2 bedrooms. I mean, this is just Converse and t-shirt. But for me, it'll be a big deal just to have everything in one place again. I can't wait for that to happen. You know, it bothers me not being able to just be like, hey, I want to wear some Krusty Burger Adidas ZX
Yeah,
10,000,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
damn, they're 30 miles away in the storage bin, you know. So uh it's been tough because, you know, I'll just say it, you know, people be like, oh, you shouldn't care, and I really don't, but since I wear Converse most of the time, it's kind of messed with my following in the sense of people don't fuck with my content and my page as much because I'm not wearing Nikes every day like I used to.
Yeah, they need to step their visions up, man. Everything ain't fucking Nike, dude.
You know, um, you know, because people will be talking shit, and I'm like, man, I could Jordan you to death, to death. I could LeBron you to death. I could Kobe you to death. I,
Yeah,
I have
but
that many pairs. I could do that, but you
it's like
know, I
who?
just let.
My question is, who's saying it though? Not specifically who's saying it, but like who's saying it? Are you saying this? Are you saying this and your collection ain't all that? Like, don't be talking shit if your collection ain't shit. For real,
I
for real.
agree. I agree.
If your collection is just like, if your collection is just Jordans or whatever the new hype shit is, get the fuck out of here. Gone. Gone. You gotta have some hype shit, OG shit, and some shit that nobody even know about
Mm-hmm.
to talk.
So I'm gonna come here. You know who that is? Just because they
What is the?
fell.
Oh, those the Magics.
One of
Yes.
them. Just because
See,
they fell. Now I need to get somebody to put a different bottom on these, but I still have these two.
the hell?
The
I
bottom is
remember you
off.
getting those. I remember you getting those. Did
Yeah.
this? Did you buy them like that, or did the sole just
Nah,
come off?
I actually bought these a long time ago. I bought these in 2006. And they lasted all the way up until like 2012. Um,
Oh.
this is one of 2 times where I made the foolish mistake of forgetting that I was wearing something vintage and trying to run for the Rapid.
And try to what?
Run for the Rapid. It happened
Ah.
with my original Neon 95s, and it happened with these, where I was running and each step, pieces of the shoe were coming off. It's sort of like with the Coyotes, he'll hold that sign like, what in heaven's name am I doing? When he'd be like trying to get the rocks from underneath and then they fall on him. That's how I felt. What
Ah,
in
you
heaven's
look back, it's
name
just
am I
chunks of
doing?
soul on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Well, yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
What in heaven's name am I doing? So I'm gonna find that picture and I'm gonna send it to you. Oh
that,
man.
that
But
shit
yeah, man.
crazy, man. That's how I felt. That's kind of how I felt with those those Terra Certigs you sold me.
Oh
Man, I wore
yeah.
them bitches, man. I'm like, I started feeling like flap,
Mine.
front of the sole catching the ground. I'm dragging. I'm like, oh, fucking Chris.
Mine are still okay.
I'm not running. I'm walking in them. No, I wasn't running. I'm walking in them. I'm just like,
Still a shoe from 2005. I guess it's the tricks of the trade. Because I remember I found them. I found them somewhere. I don't know if it was Plato's or if it was I think it was Plato's. I remember I found them, and they were like $20 or something like that. And I'm like, Terracertig. Like, I know it's a 10. I know I can't fit it, but I can't let it sit here for $20.
right.
And then you started talking about it, and I'm like, because I was seeing them online for like hundreds of dollars. And I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I could just flip these, this isn't really what I do, but, they clearly don't know what the fuck they have here.
No,
So,
of course they don't.
because I remember when that shoe came out, I waited for it to go on sale, and I got my pair from Next, but the 11 was too small and the 13 was too big. But I ended up just going with the 13, and I put a sole in it.
Really?
Yeah, because they were cheap. They were like $50 or something like that. Like
No, because
all the shit.
you sold me a 10, didn't you?
I couldn't do nothing with that. But
them shits run small,
yeah,
man.
the 11
I need an 11.
Tight. I couldn't wear the 11. It was too little, and they didn't have an 11 and a half or a 12.
So
I had to get a 13.
So I'm saying you took the 13. That should have been perfect.
Oh, cool. Especially with an insole, it just feels like a 12 and a half. It's cool, but
Oh, you had to switch. You had to switch the insole or add.
I added an insole.
Oh,
when she was too big,
I thought that'd have been perfect without adding it.
Yeah, I mean,
because them motherfuckers ran small, like an SB. I'm like, the hell?
Yeah.
And I had two pair. I had the pair you bought. I had the pair you sold me, and I found the red. I found the red, black, and yellow pair.
I always wanted those.
And I had them, and I wore them, and I was like, I can't even wear these bitches like that, even with the sole out. The crazy wild shit is, I was walking to work one day because it was just nice, like 2-3 years ago, and this old guy was sitting in a lawn chair in his garage, and he had on the 360 pair with the red Air Max sole.
Yeah.
Dude, I walked past and I stared them bitches down. I'm like, like,
yeah, man.
And he was asleep. Like if I'd have ran up on him, he'd have tried to beat my ass or something.
Yeah, because we had them bitches at Next, like when I first started working there in 2012. But they
I don't know why I didn't ever try to get those, man. I think it was the price. They was when they like 200.
I mean, it was like 250.
Yeah, that was the reason I ain't have them.
Because they did I don't know if they did the red ones. I know they did the yellow ones, and they did the OG black with like the green or kind of tealish swoosh. They did those two. They did a bunch of Terra stuff with an air bubble.
Yeah, and what year was that? You said 2012?
2012, because that was when they had that Air Max. Remember that Nike I-95 boot? That was the flight posit, but it was a boot.
Yeah.
That was around that same time, too. I remember we had a bunch of them bitches on clearance. I regret not getting them. And then I had a guy on OfferUp who was going to sell me a pair for like $60. He lived in Cleveland Heights. And this is going to sound soft, but I ended up not getting them because she had started tripping about safety, and she didn't want me to be just meeting people with cash money for sneakers for safety. And, I'm like, I couldn't really argue with it, but I'm like, man.
I ain't worried about that shit.
So what I used to do after that was I would just have niggas come up to Hibbett. I know I would be all right. Just come up to Hibbett,
Yeah. Hold on for a second.
For sure.
Let me see if my earbuds work.
What in heaven's name am I doing?
Come on now. Can you
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but my earbuds ain't catching on to this live, and I don't even understand why. It should be just all the way.
Did you get your iPhone, nigga?
Oh well, fuck it.
I'm gonna throw that in.
Earbuds want to be weird.
That's why you should get you an iPhone, nigga.
Never.
Anyway, before we
Never
close
get no
off,
damn
I
iPhone.
know Android for life.
Damn phone. Damn phone just grew up. Want that phone, man. Too many restrictions. I'm good.
Yeah.
Android is mad freedom.
Yeah.
How much shit I got on this phone? Got 7,000 songs on here, man.
Nigga, you could just pay for streaming and have like 100,000. Nigga, what are you saying?
Nah, I'm good. Pay for streaming. Pay for no nah. I don't pay for streaming. My Spotify is free.
Oh, good, man.
all the albums I done down, dude. You know how much Snoop Dogg I done downloaded now? Because I just found out how dope his catalog actually is.
Oh yeah.
Because I was watching something on YouTube and it was some Snoop Dogg. So I'm like, let me check out his catalog. And I'm like, damn, RNG, Rhythm and Gangster was raw. Blue Carpet Treatment was raw. Back on Death Row was raw. Shocking.
Rhythm and Gangster.
Yeah, RNG, Rhythm and Gangster.
The other Pharrell one, the one before it, that paid the cost to be the boss was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Snoop and Pharrell.
See, I gotta go back and listen to that. Man, Snoop, like a couple days ago, I just found out Snoop had like 30,000 albums.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of albums.
This nigga got a collab album with Daz. I'm like, what? When did this happen?
DPG, you know what I'm saying?
I know, but
I know.
He got I don't know. He got a lot of shit. I just downloaded his Death Row Summertime 2022. Some of the greatest R&B I've ever heard ever best R&B I've heard in a long time. And I mean like in the R&B on there is like 70s, 80s, 90s R&B. So motherfuckers are singing. And the beats is raw. And he's not singing, he's just hosting it.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, I got a lot of music on here, man.
All right, well, look, before we sign off, did you have any questions for me?
Yeah, so you come. I can't wait to see you April. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I'm off. I should be off.
Look, you need to tell Lamont. Look, Lamont, Shorty C coming to town. That nigga might want to just close down.
Yeah.
Back. Let's close down the
hall.
Lamont.
Yeah, Shorty C coming to Cleveland, man. Who? Yeah, Who the fuck is that?
Man, we got to close down Catfish Nuggets.
Like this old nigga I know.
You know, the nigga that used to call here from my other job when I was working at the clothing store. That nigga.
I think every time you called, he might have answered the phone a couple times. Yeah. I know Ivory answered the phone a couple times.
Yeah. Shout out to Ivory.
Yeah. Yeah. They used to hold up. Wasn't it a joke between you and him or about you and him?
I thought that
like Ivory was like your father or something, or
nah. I thought
Ivory was older than you, something like that.
I'm like, he was Javante's father. That was what
terrible.
He looked like that.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, I thought he was his father. You know, in our age group. That? I never knew all that gray that he was in our age group.
Yes, man, I remember that joke. Yeah. All bad.
I was honest. I really thought he was his father. First time I saw him, I was like,
Ivory laughed about it. Javante was like, "Really, nigga?"
Yeah, I remember he had it. Yeah. Oh, man.
Sick.
Yeah, but I'll be up late April. All
right, then.
Okay.
I'll make sure I'm off that day or off early or one of them two.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm gonna stop up to see you anyway at the store, but yeah, we'll definitely hang, try to hit some thrift shops. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. Hopefully I applied for a management position at the Giant Eagle store in on Mayfield, which is closer to me. Hopefully I get it. Yeah, if not, I'm still happy at the store I got.
Yeah, my mom used to work at that Giant Eagle. Oh. She used to work in the deli department. She was there from I think 14 to 19, so she was there for a little bit.
That's what's up.
That was back when that shit was 24 hours.
Yeah. And then COVID hit and they stopped it.
Yeah. All that. Yeah, man. But I hope you get that, man. I'll definitely be praying for you with that. You've been with the company for a long time. They need to give you a golden watch or something.
I was telling like, yeah, man, I wouldn't the regional manager and the store manager approached me with it like, Eugene, you always have the case looking so nice. I'm like, oh yeah, thank you, man. How long you been with the company? I'm like, yeah, 14 years. That's a long time without being a manager or anything. I'm like, yeah. She's like, what you want? You want to be? Would you be interested in a store in Mayfield? I'm like, maybe. I don't know. I heard that store was garbage. She's like, you might make it better. I'm like, maybe. I'll think about it. Then I thought about it. I think I thought about it for like 2-3 days. Filled out an application, and I'm just waiting to see if they come hit me back. So it is what it is. It's like I said. If I don't get it, I don't really care.
More money for sneakers.
Yeah.
What's up, D? More money for
well,
sneakers.
if I get it, two things that happen. I might move. Might. I've been paying $525 for the past 4 years, bro, and that's hard to leave. Knowing that when you move, you get a place for like $700 or maybe $800. You could pay it, but will they be going up on rent every year? So I'll be thinking about that. I can get a 2-bedroom, and the second bedroom will be my first ever sneaker room instead of shoes being everywhere.
That's
so,
time, man. Let's get it. It's that time, man. Let's get it.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
For sure, man. Well, man, I really appreciate you, being here today.
Appreciate it back, sir. Always enjoys it.
No problem. So I'm gonna close it off, but I'll be at you. I'll either be calling you tomorrow or the day after, to talk our regular shit.
Yeah. You know where I'll be. I was off today. I'll be at work tomorrow. But I'm on vacation next week. Oh
shit.
Cannot fucking wait.
All right. Well, I'll send you and Des Stoccavelli the links to the Bergdorf and Goodman in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody still watching and still in the chat.
Yep. Everybody who was watching and said words. Salute to all of you. Yeah. Those who see me on TikTok, I might post some of this. I can't post all of this because this was well over 10 minutes. I may post like 10 minutes of it because that's the limit on TikTok.
Show. All right. Well, y'all be blessed. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Peace.